say a special thank you to Jessica and Tia of Encore Entertainment or Events, wherever you are. Okay? Northern Lights for having us. And to Hard World Entertainment for producing and taping our first DVD tonight. We're all really excited about that. I'm Marcy Hausman and I will be your host. And I always thought that Marcy was an easy name to remember, but I get called Mary, Marley, hey bitch. My husband is such an asshole. Oh, which reminds me, there will be swearing during the show, so if profanity offends anybody, the fucking exits are in back. And we ask that you keep table talk, although in this case it's really chair talk, down to a minimum. And please refrain from using cell phones during the performances. If you do take a call, the comics like to grab the phone away and talk dirty to the caller. And last time it took 30 minutes for my dad to hang up. I wanted to look really nice for tonight, so I had my hair cut and colored. I was having trouble dealing with the gray, but my hair had gotten so unruly it wouldn't stay neatly tucked in my underwear anymore. Getting older sucks. Some of you have been there. I am forgetting everything. You ever been in the shower and you can't remember if you just washed your hair? Oh, come on. You ever find yourself naked in your sexy 30-year-old neighbor's shower? I'm just trying to prove to my husband that can happen to anybody. And I was looking at my breasts in a mirror, and I noticed that one nipple was larger, which was really weird, because when I was younger, all three had been exactly the same size. And when you get to be my age, they send you for your first mammogram. Yeah, which was a little awkward, because being small-breasted, the technician had to have me pressed so close against the machine to get an accurate reading. When the test was over, my machine lit up a cigarette. And as women get older, the female hormone levels in your body start to decrease, and the male hormone levels start to increase, and you can take on some male characteristics. I'm having a little trouble adjusting to that. My hair has gotten thinner. My beard scratches my husband's thighs. But the thing I hate the most is now my balls hit the cold water when I sit down to pee. And I figured getting a perm would help disguise the thinning hair, but it didn't really work out as I had hoped. The perm ended up so tight, I had to shampoo with Summer's Eve. And like an idiot, I went back to the same hairdresser, and I said, you gotta fix this. So she shaved the sides of my head and left a landing strip down the middle. But lucky me, I still get my period. Woohoo! And I opened up an Always Maxi Pad this morning. The paper insert told me to have a happy period. Who the hell do they think they are? Because this time of the month, nobody tells me what the fuck to do. I just flew back from Atlanta, and I hate flying. I'm a little claustrophobic. The plane was so small that when the guy in front of me farted, it came out of my ass. And that really ruined the mood of the lap dance I was giving the guy behind me. I'd actually just reclined my seat back, but he was tipping me really well, so I didn't say anything. And those nickels added up really fast. I like visiting my sister in April, though, because every year she invites all the neighborhood kids over to her backyard and has a chocolate Easter egg hunt. And I love seeing their smiling faces, even though it's just for a short period of time, because she doesn't really put out any chocolate Easter eggs. She just has 3 really big dogs. Well, it's a cheap way to get all the shit picked up. Yeah, like you're not going to try it next Easter. And I was away for 2 weeks, so my husband and I decided to try phone sex. And I don't get it. Because by the time he was done enlarging those holes on the mouthpiece, it didn't work. And I was driving through Nashville, and I noticed that they had a sign up. It said, "Hoedown ahead 9 p.m. And I looked at my watch, and it was only 8:59. So that gave me just enough warning to swerve around the bitch. I work in downtown Schenectady. How's that for a segue? There's hoedown signs on every corner. And working in an inner city area, I have seen a lot of ridiculous trends. Like having the crotchier jeans somewhere around your knees. That only makes it harder to run from the police, right, sir? Why would you want to wear your pants so low half your ass is exposed? I said to the girl standing on the street corner, "Your crack is showing." She said thanks and pushed the baggie further down in her pocket. You've been there. So there must be cops in the audience, right? They know where the good drugs are. I was talking to my dog's groomer, and she suggested I bring in the dog every 6 weeks, and she'd comb out his coat, brush his teeth, clean out his fur, and squeeze out his anal glands for only $42. And I thought that was a good price. So I started bringing my husband. Sometimes, though, my husband likes to cuddle in the morning by tucking his penis inside my underwear. I just think maybe we should take turns wearing it. Do you know him? He is really romantic, though. For Valentine's Day, he got me unlimited tanning and 6 dozen chocolate roses, because nothing says "I love you" like skin cancer and obesity. He's also cheap, though, so he got the flowers through the STD florist. My husband isn't dealing too well with losing his hair either, so I wanted to help. I found the perfect product at the drugstore, and the end result was worth it, even though it was really hard to keep his head submerged for 2 hours and then spread those teeny tiny seeds evenly. And I guess I should be honest. He isn't really losing his hair. It's just sliding down his back to his ass. I hadn't noticed how hairy his ass had gotten until I had been staring at it for a while we were having anal sex. It always surprises me how many of you get that joke. My dog has an odd talent. The dog can be in the basement, but he can sense when my husband has had an orgasm, and he runs upstairs to make sure my husband's okay. Being a good wife, sometimes I go upstairs to check on my husband too. And after 27 years of marriage, I decided to spice up the sex life by trying something new. I went out and I got a sex toy. Yeah. I met him in McDonald's. His name's Robert. But the cashier told me for only $1 more I could supersize. His name's Deshaun. I'm Marcy Hausman. Thank you.